bunch of different angles, but legal, that
several states now, including Washington, D.C.
9/11, there's so much shit, and all, like I said, people think, however crazy they think it is, Iran-Contra was just as crazy. Everyone thought they were crazy.
It's real.
And they got busted.
The William Randolph Hearst thing, here's why it really can't be totally debunked. First of all, we don't really know. We weren't there. So it's very difficult to prove, and it's very difficult to disprove. But one thing we do know, he definitely did print stories about this drug that everyone was terrified of.
Yeah,
he definitely did contribute to the making of Reefer Madness. I'm almost positive of that.
Do you have proof that he okayed that story?
Did you find out William Randolph Hearst had anything to do with the funding of the movie Reefer Madness?
We need a memo where he okays that story. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where he signed off on it.
But here's the other aspect of it that we didn't talk about. The timing of this is right after Prohibition ended. So Prohibition was a boon to law enforcement. They were constantly working. They were arresting people, locking people up, and then on top of that, organized crime emerges in a huge way. I mean, that's where Al Capone got all his money. That's where the Kennedys got their fucking money. Also, it's all from running booze, man. So there's all these people that are illegally running booze, and they're making crazy money, and they wind up in positions of power, and even wind up having their fucking children become president. Yep. That's the real story of the United States, is that Kennedy's fucking parents were drug runners. Yep. Their drug was just a liquid drug. It's just the same as running coke, just the same as growing weed right now today.
They're all criminals.
It's all...
And JFK and his brother, Robert, something turned them, and they decided they're going to try to save the world.
Maybe.
Something turned them. They thought they could trust him, because one thing's for sure, he was an extreme. He was like Bill Clinton when it came to girls.
Yeah.
They thought they had him in the bag. They thought he wouldn't. He'd totally just stay in line. And they had to get rid of him. Everybody.
So that's interesting. So they probably like have a guy like that to get him in the office and go, listen, dude, we know you're a freak. Okay.
Just fuck as many as you want.
Yeah. We'll keep you protected, or shit's gonna get ugly.
Sign a couple bills. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sign a little trade agreement, whatever.
It's a big deal. We're gonna pay
mess with this side.
Yeah.
Just you could do a little trade agreement with Mexico and all that. But
it's very. Who knows? It's very intriguing when you start looking at possibilities like that.
Because it comes from a criminal family. So, it's very obvious. They're all gangsters. They turn. They try to change the world.
Yeah.
And then they had to get rid of them. It's just like,
so you got
gangster 101.
Yeah. So and then you get the gangsters, who are the police officers who are arresting people for booze. Okay, because let's be honest, it's not the cops that are the gangsters. It's people that are telling the cops where to go for sure. Why are they Why is it out in the first place? Like, who the fuck? Who says you can't have whiskey? What kind of bitches are we? Like, we're supposed to be America. Someone's gonna come along and say you can't have a drink? How about fuck you? That doesn't make any sense. You can't drink? So I'm supposed to just live my life by your fucking wacky rules? I like drinking. Drinking is fun.
It's so much fun. It should be illegal. I'd be all for making it illegal. It'd be cool to drink it like back in the 20s or 30s.
No, we'd have organized Jaeger. That shit becomes dangerous. Look, I mean, Jack Daniels.
Sell beers on the corner.
Here's a perfect example. Jack Daniels has been around forever, right? They sell whiskey, super popular everywhere. I drink Jack Daniels on a regular basis, right? That company's not evil. They're not killing anybody. Jack Daniels isn't fucking gunning people down the street. Jack Daniels isn't taking over new territories. Jack Daniels isn't fucking burrowing holes underneath prisons and digging people out.
The corporation that owns the corporation that owns Jack Daniels probably is.
I don't know if the corporation is even Jack Daniels itself. It might just be Jack Daniels Distillery.
No,
I don't know.
I think someone took that shit over. Come on.
Who cares? Who cares? My point is that Jack Daniels isn't an evil company. They can make money. But if you can make money doing shit like that, then there's less of a criminal element to it. It's a safe company.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of bad shit that gets done by people who are drunk on Jack Daniels, for sure. But Jack Daniels, the company, is not like Al Capone. That's my point. Like when you let companies sell things legally, you get the tax benefit from it, and the companies aren't filled with criminals. Because the only people that are willing to run heroin are going to be crazy fuckers like that guy from Breaking Bad. Yeah. That's going to be the people that are going to be running heroin. They're going to be out of their fucking mind. Those are the people that you're going to get. But if it was legal, you're going to get Bill Gates. I mean, if it's legal, fucking how many rock stars have their own whiskey or tequila or some shit like that? There's a bunch of those guys. So rappers, they always have their own tequila or something. Yeah. Like, everybody's got their own shit. Like, it's okay. They're legal drug dealers. But as long as you're making money legally, paying taxes, the whole thing, it's above board. No one cares. It's like, it's proof positive that drugs should be legal. Because alcohol is one of the fucking worst. One of the worst for your body. Worse than cocaine. Most likely worse than heroin.
The traffic accidents.
It's
Are
fucking
there
terrible.
Are there cars out there that won't turn on
Yes.
if the driver's drunk?
My friend had one.
Wow.
My friend in Colorado had one. He got he's a buddy of mine from New York, moved to
What
Colorado.
kind of car is that?
Well, he had it, use it for work. He got a DOI. The car's not unique. It's a setup on the ignition. They have a thing built into the ignition. The ignition will not start unless he blows. He has to blow a blood alcohol content, then he has to wait a few minutes, and it won't fire up for him if he's drunk.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
That should be mandatory.
it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But it's not convenient. At least his wasn't. His says it takes a few minutes. And I'm like, dude, that's got to suck in the snow. Because it's Colorado. I mean, he lives in Denver.
Those drunk driving schools, they don't want that to pass. They're lobbying against it. They're holding it back. They probably would have had them a long time ago, but the drunk driving topless schools, they all got together.
Well, what's going to save that is these fucking Google cars. These, like the Tesla that can drive itself. That's going to save all that shit.
How does that work?
They work on sensors. They already work on sensors. Like, it's fairly common now that a car will know when you're going across lines now. Have you ever noticed that? Like, there's a lot of cars. Like, I had an Infinity. It did it.
They sort of drive
annoying.
themselves?
No, but it lets you know if you're crossing a line. It gives you like the
Oh, yeah.
Cadillac has one. It's weird, man. Have you seen those new Cadillac? Dude, those things are dope. I rent one of those everywhere I go. I love those things. First of all, I love them being an old Italian man. I love it. They're probably in the high 60s, maybe in the 70s, $1,000. They're not cheap, but they're not cheaply made either. They're fucking badass. I rent them all the time. I love it. They're so smooth too, dude. They have this like magnetic ride control suspension, so like just floats over everything. You get this great view of everything. Every time I'm in one, I'm like, why don't I drive one of these every day? But they have this thing in the seat where if you get close to the edge, it vibrates on your thigh, on your left thigh. So like if you're getting close to the edge of the lines, like where the lines are, it lets you know, hey, bitch, get over here. It's really weird. It's real weird. If you're backing up, like you can give you a little vibrate if you get too close to things. It's not just looking, you're not just seeing it in a camera or hearing it in beeps that like get close. You know how they have those, and some BMWs, they have that beep, 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 beep. Like the closer you get to the thing, it lets you, hey, bitch, you're gonna hit this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Not only does the Cadillac do that, but it vibrates your seat. It lets you know like where it is. If you're about to hit something on the right hand side, your right thigh will start vibrating. It's really weird. It's fucking trippy. So that's how they use some sort of cameras to see those lanes. So they know when you're out of lanes. Because even if the road curves, they know. They know if you keep going straight and the road curves, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? And they also have this thing called, you know how you have cruise control, regular cruise control? This is a laser distance detecting cruise control. So like say if your car, this is pretty common now too. If your car is ahead of mine and I set my cruise control for 65 miles an hour, if you slow down, my car slows down too. If you speed up, my car speeds up. I don't have to touch shit. You just put your hands on the steering wheel. It slows down for you, it speeds up for you.
You know anybody like that? Some fucking stack of waivers, like a notebook, you know what I mean? Right? Come on, can you imagine the fucking accidents? Holy shit.
Well, this is what they're saying. They're saying the Google cars have only had a couple accidents. And they've been running them through San Francisco for a while.
Yeah.
But I wonder how much the Google car accidents have been Google's fault.
It's so hard to drive, Jesus Christ. It's so hard. I want my arms down. You still gotta sit down, it's so comfortable.
But do you really not like driving?
I would rather have a driver, but I don't trust a car. It's too unpredictable. You got to make some razor sharp decisions on the highway.
Right?
There's a lot of it doesn't have every situation programmed in the car. There's all these weird, awkward situations where you're just driving. You could have avoided it if you would have had control.
But are those weird, awkward situations occurring because people are retarded? Like if everybody had a driver car, a car that drove itself, maybe those would just vanish. And maybe you would get like a green light when you get on the road.
How much you smoke, man?
But maybe. Think about it. Because like when you watch, like I watched this girl text me the other day on her phone. It was so frustrating. Because we were on the highway. We were going like 65 miles an hour, and a couple of times she came close to my lane. Whenever someone does that, I go, oh, I guarantee you they're fucking with the phone. And I look over and this girl's doing this shit.
Everybody does that shit, man. It's
No, I don't
scary.
do that. I don't do that.
No.
I don't do that. I leave my fucking phone on the passenger. I'm not fucking with that.
But you'll talk and drive.
I'll talk and drive on my phone. I press a button on the steering wheel. That's not bad. Because it's going through the Bluetooth. You can have a little conversation. It's like you can see everything. It's like having a conversation with a dude who's sitting next to you. It's totally normal.
Is it legal to? Because it's illegal to text or to do anything like that.
Yes.
Is it illegal to go through your CDs or go through your stations on your satellite?
No.
You can't do this,
Yes.
but you can do this.
You can press the thing on your car that's stationary. It's like locked in. If you have something in your hand, you start pressing that to make your music come on. Which all my music is on my iPhone. I carry everything on my iPhone. I carry all my music. I never have I used to have an iPod connector in my
no
car.
one does that.
I still have it in my BMW. Still have a little iPod connector. I still have iPods. Why though? My fucking phone is 100 and something gigs. Like there's no way I need all that. You'd have to have everything.
Yeah,
Who doesn't know that, you greedy bitch? You have to be a crazy person.
Yeah. I think people are now, since we went to, it seems like we're more and more just using our laptops less and our phones way more.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
So I think that's great for music.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
listening to music on your computer is not as cool as being out and about on your phone, with headsets. And you can go in on the airport music.
No, that you can send me. You've sent me songs.
Yeah.
I listened to them right when you sent me.
Yeah.
Like literally, there's no delay at all.
Yeah.
Like
How
you
crazy
sent
is
me
that?
some of your shit, and I press play, and I'm listening to it in my car.
And then you threw up.
But in seconds. I mean, you could ask Siri. Now, I'm gonna stop this because people are getting mad at me for saying this because it makes your phone go off. Right? If you say HEY. SIRI, you say those things together. You can ask it then.